What's up guys, this is Mike, also known as M Cubed. I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial for the Mission Impossible theme on piano. Alright, so basically this song starts out with like a little trill that's usually done by like a clarinet or some other wind instrument. And basically what you're going to be doing is D, so this is the D right above middle C, right? And then you're going to go an octave up. Alright, so right there, so that's D and D sharp. Alright, and so basically you're going back and forth, and multiple tutorials that I've looked at, they do it like, I don't know, they vary basically how many times you go back and forth. And basically you're just going back and forth between there really, really quickly. Alright, so it's going to sound like this. And then from that point, then you're going to go, and you're going to kind of do a little grace notes as you go up. So you're going to go F, F sharp, and then G. Alright, so this song is basically in the key of G minor. And so that first little part is going to sound like this. Like that, more or less. I kind of messed that up. Let me try one more time. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, so basically you just have to practice doing that really quickly, and then the little grace notes as you go up are just like that. Alright, so once you've done that, as you hit that G, you're going to go down here, and you're going to be hitting G with your left hand. Alright, so you're going to be hitting the low G and an octave up, like that. Alright, and now you're going to start the actual rhythm. Alright, so basically the song is going to be like this. You're going to go... Alright, so that's A sharp and C, like that. Alright, so most of you have already heard this, and so this is pretty familiar and you'll be able to kind of pick it out. So yeah, A sharp and C, and then if you do it again, then it's F and F sharp. Alright? Alright, so most of you are probably already familiar with that. Alright, so you got that basic left hand rhythm down. Basically you're going to be the exact same thing with your right hand. Basically, once you've gone through that a couple times, then you're going to go on to the next section. Alright, so in the next section, the left hand changes just a little bit. You're going to be hitting this A octave a little bit more, so you're going to be hitting this 4 times. Alright, so that little extra beat is kind of optional. Like that, if you want to kind of jazz it up a little bit. Alright, so for the next part, there are a couple different ways of doing it. From what I've seen, there are a couple different versions of the Mission Impossible theme, and then obviously transposing it to, well, not transposing it, but just converting it to piano. The notes usually get changed around a little bit, and the order, like the actual structure of the song gets moved around a little bit. So for the next part, basically, you'll move into that section that I was just at, basically when you're doing that, the right hand is going to be doing the next part. So basically there are a couple different ways to do this. Most people do it like this. So you're going to go A sharp, G, D. Alright? Like that. So you're basically going like that. So once you've done this, you're hitting this at the same time, then you're going to go G, D, and then back to the G. And then the same thing, except you're landing on the C sharp. And then the third time you'll be landing on the C. Like that. My bad. And then you're just going to go A sharp, B, C, like that. Alright? So then the next part, as you land there, you're going to go A sharp, G, and then F sharp. Alright, so it'll be, and then you'll do the same except landing on F, and then landing on E, and then landing on, after that, then you'll just go like that. So it'll be D sharp and D. Alright, so basically I'll play that little section for you. last part, there are a couple different ways of doing it. Most people end up doing it like this. So as you end that little section, and then you'll go. Alright, see, this is with your right hand as well. So you'll go. Alright, and you're laying on that B, and then you'll go up to C. And as you hit that C with your left hand, you're going to go up to D sharp up here. Alright? So it'll basically look like this. Alright, so that little transition. Like that. Alright, so your right hand's doing something similar to what you just did, so it'll be D sharp, C, G, like that. Alright, and then your left hand's just going to be going C, and then it'll be D sharp, F, like that, so it'll be... and then it'll just be B flat and B. Alright? So basically you're just going to be doing the same thing that you were doing up there, just not on G, you're doing it on C now. Alright, so basically it'll go like this. Alright, so once you do that, you'll go... and you'll go back down. And then you'll go back up here to this one. Then you'll go back up to the first one. Alright, so basically all of those, they're interchangeable. And frequently what I've seen, at least in one of the tutorials that I learned from, you don't have to move up to the C if you don't want to. You can start with that one, so it'll go like this. Alright, so you can do the C, excuse me, you can do this part while staying on G if you want to. Alright, so yeah, basically, I mean, this whole song can be kind of switched around, and most of the time when I play it, I'm just improvising on a lot of it. So that's what you guys can do too, if that's fun. I mean, that's what I find most enjoyable when playing this song, at least. Alright, so basically once you've gone through that little section, then moving back into the rest of it, again, you can decide whatever you want to do. For me, like a little thing that I came up with a little while ago was something like this. Sorry. Anything that can get you back into that main part where you're going. Alright, so you're back in that main section. Now a couple things that I like to do to kind of spice this up a little bit so it doesn't sound so empty is using my thumb right here, alright, on my right hand, to kind of add in a little bit of extra rhythm. So I'll go like... that was weird. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Alright, so it'll basically be like this. So you can just do all sorts of funky stuff there. You know, if you're a newer player and you just want it to be pretty simple, then you can just kind of stick with the... rhythm to kind of spice it up a bit. Alright, so basically you've pretty much learned the whole song at this point. For an ending, what I like to do that's completely optional and just my creation is something like this. So basically right there I'm just moving up like that, so as I'm going like that, so basically that brings me up an octave, kind of gives it another feel, and then I'll do it again. Now I'm going to make sure you guys can see this really quick. Alright, so right here up at the top, basically what I'm going to be doing is like this. Alright, so this is my little fancy ending that I like to do. Alright, so I'll go. Alright, so on to C with hitting that C sharp. like that. Alright, so, and then that's just a D. So, from C, A sharp, D, then back to A sharp, G, like that. Alright, and then you'll go F, F sharp, G, like that. Like that. Alright, so basically that's the little ending that I like to do. And then repeat it like that. So it'll be in its entirety. And that's the ending that I like to do. And I'm just hitting the G octave back down there. So yeah. And just ending like that. So like I said, you can end pretty much any way you want to with this. And for the most part, as long as you learned all the little pieces that I showed in the middle, with those kind of parts, as long as you know how to do that and you know the left hand, you're pretty much good to go. Basically, everything that I just taught you can be used to just kind of play around with it and find the best configuration for whatever works for you. If you're a new player, you know, whatever's easiest, or if you're an experienced player, whatever sounds the coolest, like all the crazy stuff that I do. Alright, so that's basically about it. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer. I mean, I pretty much answer every comment if they've got an important question, so don't leave stupid questions. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry this video was a little bit jumpy, I guess. The cameras kept having problems. I had to switch cameras in the middle of it. So yeah, basically, if there's anything that you need in terms of like more information about the piece, like, you know, if you have any questions, just please leave them in the comments. If you're interested in listening to like dubstep, electro, whatever the kids are into these days, you can check out the rest of my channel. If you like this video, just like it, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Glad you guys, hope you guys found this helpful.